Good afternoon, Justice Warriors. It is Monday still, November 28th. It's just about 2 in a little bit after 2 in the afternoon. So I wanted to get on here real quick and just highlight what I feel like is the takeaway from this last week or two of creating these lists of similarities with the Trinity Backus case and the Kiely Rodni cases. Let me just say here that everything I say is my opinion only, simply for the sake of conversation, hoping to open up a discussion, perhaps be educational, and sometimes it's entertaining, although I'm just kind of sick at the idea of this being entertaining for any of us. I'm sure it's not. But that's the nature of YouTube. It's like television, so I just like to acknowledge that. Um, and while I'm remembering, please remember to hit the thumbs up, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet, if you feel that that's something that you'd like to do. So, I think the biggest takeaway for me in the similarities, and I have about just a little bit over 10 that are highlighted that I wanted to share in this video, but really the absolute biggest, the biggest, it's kind of a toss up. Let's see. This is, I think, probably the biggest to me. No one else was hurt or missing in either of these situations, despite the fact that there were groups of people allegedly doing the exact same thing that Ms. Kiely and Ms. Rodni were doing. I'm sorry, Ms. Kiely and Ms. Trinity were doing when they overreacted and died. I say that kind of tongue in cheek, but there's nothing funny about it. So, yeah, the fact that they were in these groups of people surrounded by friends, everybody was pretty much doing the same thing, and then all of a sudden they're gone and they're deceased and they're missing for days until they're found out in nature and they're dead. And then the moms are defending everybody that was present and not asking questions and trying to figure out how on earth this could happen. And then combine that with the fact that it's reported that both Ms. Kiely and Miss Trinity were having conflicts within the group just before they vanished. And then these folks that they were having conflicts with allegedly showed some disdain for them on social media right after they were found deceased. That doesn't sound right. Not at all. And then just the whole thing about being blamed for their own deaths, being blamed by their friends, being blamed by their families, being blamed by law enforcement. It's not okay with me. There's absolutely nothing okay with me about it in either case. And whenever somebody changes their story, obviously that makes them suspicious. And both of these cases, the stories were basically ever changing, revolving, just to fit whatever wasn't fitting, right? So, and I use that word frenemies a lot with both of these situations, and I just can't call these people friends. Let's just say for a minute that these 16-year-old girls died on their own accord while at these parties with their friends, and they just freaked out, dropped dead. Nobody knew what happened. It took a while to find them. And then people are not wanting to ask like a million questions, like, what the hell happened here? It's not adding up, people. I mean, I feel like this list making has helped give me some clarity in this freaking mess of gaslighting gobbledygook. So, On that, I'm going to just cut this one really short because that's pretty much all I have to say. And I just want to underscore the self induced, natural, accidental nature of these two beautiful, young, healthy women passing away should not be taken lightly by anyone. And I feel like that's the biggest red flag of all is these people just wanting to say, yeah, the kid is dead. Get over it. Let's move on. Excuse me? No way. You can't be serious. You cannot be serious. Oh my goodness. So, on that, I'm going to ask that you just look within yourself, try to figure out what you can do, pray, meditate, whatever it is. What can you do to help Trinity? What can you do to help Kylie? Is there anybody that you would like to, say, email or make a public records request from? The first time I ever made a public records request, I was very afraid. It kind of puts a target on your back. Like people want to know, well, why do you want this information and who are you? And it really is not relevant why you want it or who you are. And sometimes the parties might pretend like you need to be family or a journalist to get your hands on that information, and it's not true. If it's public information, you're the public, and it is a right that you have to request the public records, right? They have the right to deny it if they want to say, well, it's an active case or you need to be more specific. So sometimes there's a little bit of back and forth, but it's very empowering to get your hands on that material and do something with it. That's like what you call being an activist. So, if you're interested, if that's something that moves you, here's an opportunity to be a social activist in Nevada County. So, if you'd like, uh, I'd be happy to help you with that. Just ask me any questions in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer. Also, you guys know my email, justiceatooz@gmail.com. And you know, there's power in numbers, power in the people. So let's empower ourselves to stand up for what's right. How about it? A little bit of activism, a lot of activism. I like it. I think it sounds good. So, on that, take care of yourself for the rest of today. Drink your water, eat healthy, get your exercise, and just have a really good day. And think about what you would like to do, if anything, with these cases or any others. On that, peace out. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Thanks for watching.